your Democratic endorsement, but this is really actually Daryl Isa's retirement party. You guys ready to do that? So I've had a great time reconnecting with a lot of you. I've also really enjoyed meeting many of you who I have not met before. And I've listened to a lot of you who called me and said, look, Ammar, we like all of you, but we want a candidate who won't just tell a good story. We want a candidate who has substance. We don't want platitudes. We want policies. We don't want somebody who's going to talk about the past, but the future. So let me tell you exactly what I'm going to be doing as your next congressman if I'm honored to be that person. Number one, we're going to defend democracy. Number two, we're going to democratize our economy. What does defend our democracy look like? It looks like introducing an amendment on day one to overturn Citizens United and get corporate money out of our politics once and for all. It looks like introducing an amendment to codify Roe v. Wade to protect a woman's freedom and right to choose. It looks like introducing the No Kings Act on the House floor to make sure that presidents and vice presidents aren't immune and they're not above the law. They have to be held accountable, and if they commit a crime, they go to jail like the rest of us. It means introducing articles of impeachment against sitting members of this administration like Kristi Noem. It means like stopping the funding for ICE because it was Minnesota last week. I don't want it to be Fallbrook or Escondido or San Marcos or Vista. So any person who's not saying that now, I don't think is qualified to be a member of Congress, because our first job is to protect our district. And last but not least, to defend our democracy, that means we have to defend all of our people, Americans and aspiring Americans alike. That's why we need comprehensive immigration reform. That's why Dreamers deserve citizenship. And every single person in this country who's not committed a fatal crime should have access to citizenship. That's how we fix this thing. So how do we democratize our economy? Number one, we raise the federal minimum wage. Number two, we raise the federal wealth tax. Number three, we grant universal health care coverage that's fully funded for every single one of our people in this country. Number four, we have a federal jobs program that guarantees work for every American and aspiring American who needs one. And the way we do that is that we focus on the most critical mission of our time, the biggest national security threat that we face, and that is climate change. That's how we're going to fight. Now, none of this matters if we can't beat Daryl Issa. And 10 years ago, many of you remember that Daryl Issa won in a district that Hillary Clinton won by 10 points. So it's not going to be any person that could win. We need somebody who can punch above their weight. I'm the only candidate in this district, in this race, who's gotten a single vote against Daryl Issa, let alone 166,000 votes. I got more votes than Joe Biden, Gavin Newsom, and Adam Schiff. It's one thing to be running in a different part of this district. City of San Diego is very different than Fallbrook. You all know that. I don't have to tell you that. It's going to take somebody who actually has been tested, who's been battle tested. And I've raised over $1 million, not from a single corporate dollar or APAC or any of that. I've got it for 30,000 individual donations. I have a poll that shows me beating Daryl Issa by 4 to 8 points. We have to win, otherwise we're just having another fun conversation. We need to beat Daryl Issa. I'm a Navy officer in a Navy town. I'm a Latino in a very Latino district. I can win these voters. It's not academic. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to get people to vote for me. I've already done it. And if this district was the district we had in 2018 and 2020, I would have been your congressman right now. That's why Mike Levins endorsed me. That's why Scott Peters endorsed me. That's why Ted Lieu's endorsed me. That's why Eric Swalwell's endorsed me. That's what the plumbers, the steam fitters, the sheet metal workers, the letter carriers, the postal service have endorsed me. And all that we need is your support. Now look, this is a Democratic Party. All of you are allowed to vote for whoever you want. And so let's show the people out there that we are truly the Democratic Party. Vote your conscience, vote for who you believe will win, because like Mike said, we cannot afford to live with regret come November 4th. Vote for who you believe will win and fight for all of you. And if you be my voice today, I will be your voice in Congress for as long as you'll allow me. Thank you so much. Let's go win this thing.